I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce my lovely wife, Eve, and I'm Alan. And we're out in Shiloh, Georgia, up on our beautiful 22 acres of property. Never was interested in John Deere, didn't know a whole lot about John Deere, and I just thought Husqvarna was the way to go. And we were clearing and cutting and working well with the piece of equipment, and one day it just quit on us. That night, we're online, the wife and I were looking through John Deere, where's the nearest John Deere dealer, learning about their products and everything, and we come across SunSouth in Columbus, Georgia, and made a couple of phone calls and found a X730 John Deere mower with some attachments that somebody had purchased, and it only had around 20 hours on it. Really good price, so we called SunSouth back up and we talked to one of the sales members there, and to his credit, instead of him trying to sell me the latest, greatest, most expensive John Deere tractor, he said, you need to buy that one. And if you don't, I want the phone number because I'm gonna call them up and buy it myself. And I said, seriously? He said, yeah. He said, we'd really love to have your business, but he said, that's a deal you can't pass up. So we bought it, and just because of the fact that he took the time to talk to us about the tractor and didn't pressure us to come in and buy something from them or say, hey, if you don't buy it for us, we don't want your business. We were enticed to go in when it was time for parts for mower blade replacements, oil change, a belt. The day we walked in, we were greeted with a smile. Everybody in there is just so professional. So SunSouth in Columbus, not only do they carry like the full Rolodex of John Deere and Steel products, but it's the people. It's really the people there that keep us coming back. But one day I cranked this thing up and I got a little puff of smoke out of the mower. And I'm thinking, what in the world? Wife says, why don't we just run it into SunSouth, let them take a look at it. They got all the right tools and equipment, and if it's a head gasket, they can get her up and running quickly. Best decision I ever did was listen to the wife. We load it up, take it in, and we meet John. And I explained to him what was going on with the mower. He said, we're probably about the busiest time of the year. He said, it might be a couple of weeks. Is that gonna be okay? I said, it'd be fine. I'd rather let you figure out what's wrong with it than me tear something up more than it might already be. So 2 days later, well, actually the same day, he calls us back and said the mower had lost the motor. It's just wore out. And I said, seriously? Just so happened that there was a representative from John Deere there, and he said, we're going to communicate and see if they can help you out on fixing the mower. John calls us back and said, John Deere is going to step up and cover a full motor replacement under warranty. I was floored. This day and age, you don't hear that. And not only did we get the new motor, we got all the new electronics, and it was done and ready in just a couple of days, and we're back cutting grass. We'd also like to take this opportunity to thank Amy and Scott in Parts, two of the most knowledgeable people you'd ever want to meet. Kind, friendly. We went in there kind of complaining a little bit about the fact that I was just wearing mower blades out. And Scott said, well, what are you cutting? And I explained to him that we're doing about 11 acres of grass and we got a lot of sand and rock. He said, well, we've got another blade here I'd recommend you try, and it's just a couple of dollars more, but he said, I think it's going to meet your need. So Amy, she goes back there and digs them out. Scott writes up the ticket, we put them on there. I'm getting 4 times the life out of these blades. Amazing. They cut great. The rock doesn't damage them up like the old blades. And again, I just cannot speak highly enough of those two members. Again, you cannot find that kind of service, knowledge, friendship anywhere. SunSouth is the go-to people, period. And if it's not the variety of products they carry from John Deere through the Steel line that get you in the door, once you meet the people, they'll keep you coming back. It really is a family environment there.